Riptide pivot cups. Are these worth the money? Are they any good? Will they feel any different? I don't know. But the real question is, Ben, why are you filming in an underground again? Well, because it's winter in Canada, it's dark when I go to work, it's dark when I come home, and it's wet all the time. Here's the only bright, beautiful colors you guys are gonna get in this video. Soak it up, because this is all I get too. So here I am, in an underground, again. I've been riding these Indy 149 titaniums, and I've been loving them. In fact, I've been on an Indy kick for about 3 months now, and I've tried to switch to Thunders a few times, because what I actually wanted to do is I wanted to do another Thunder versus Indy video. It's really hard to switch from Indies to Thunders because the first thing you notice is they don't feel like they turn in comparison. However, I rode these Thunder 149s for a few months this summer and didn't have any problems. And it was really strange because when I put these on, they felt like they were seizing up, like they just wouldn't turn. And no matter how loose I made them, I couldn't get them to turn. And then I saw somewhere in the comments, somebody said, put Riptide pivot cups in and Bones bushings in, it'll make your Thunders feel like Indies. That's a bold statement, but we're gonna try it out and see what it does. First, I have to change my trucks. So the trucks are swapped over, and I want to try them really quickly before I change the pivot cups. You know what's really weird is these all of a sudden feel fine. And I couldn't tell you why, but the only difference I could think of is my last board was a 14.5-inch wheelbase, and this is a 14.25-inch wheelbase, and maybe they just turn a little better on a shorter wheelbase. But there's no video if we don't change them. They're like a little thimble. Okay, so these are the WFB Indy Bennett 96A pivot cups. And they've got some super cool info. This side goes into base plate. Thanks, guys. Wouldn't have figured that out without that information. I honestly am wondering how much difference can this little piece of plastic make? Like, I was kind of thinking they might feel like rubber or just be different somehow, but it's just this little green piece of plastic, and I honestly don't see how that can make a difference. So how do you get these other ones out? That's a good question. Oh, I gotta dig them out with a screwdriver or something. All right, got a medium-sized flathead screwdriver. Come on, get out. I'm destroying these old ones getting them out, and they're not even old. So if anyone knows an easier way to do this, feel free to mention it in the comments. It'll be too late for me to do it. Well, I can't find my needle nose pliers, but I got a nice rusty pair of linesmen. Once you get that out a little bit, come on. This better be worth it. Ugh. I don't see much difference. They're pretty close in size. These feel softer, but probably because they're worn in. Plunk these in. Yeah, that went in nicely. Okay, that's one down. We're not gonna film the other one. All right, they're in. And I kind of like the way they look all neon like that. So let's give them a try now. So I do think they feel a little softer and smoother, but you know what? Spending $20 on these can also make me imagine that really easily. So guys, I wanna know in the comments, who of you has tried these? Who loves them? Who thinks they don't make any difference? Would you buy them again? How long did they last you? And how loose do you ride your trucks? I wanna know all of those things in the comments. But anyways, I'm gonna have a session now, and we'll film some stuff tomorrow morning. It's 7 a.m. pouring rain, and if all I get to skate is curb and manuals, that's all you get to watch. we can't get it a little cleaner than that. That's gonna have to be good enough for today. And now the ground's too wet to even skate the curb. I gotta come here earlier. There's a Starbucks here, and so this place gets pretty busy. The first thing I notice about these pivot cups is listen. There's nothing to listen to. And Thunders are notorious for having squeaky, plasticky feeling pivot cups and like no sound whatsoever. And they are feeling nice, gushy, and smooth, but the other ones were not feeling as bad as they were that other day. Could have been the deck. But either way, they're feeling good now. Like I can keep them on and not complain, even though I was feeling like such an avid indie rider. Getting such a bad palm bruise.
Beautiful Vancouver weather.
So I'm actually back at Border Labs, Cal Street. This is where I bought them the first time. I'm actually gonna get a second set because I have another pair of squeaky Thunders. And just for the sound reduction, for video purposes alone, this is worth it for me. Although they did feel really nice, but I think maybe I'll know more over time how good they really are. But for sound reduction, fantastic. Well, I got some good news, you guys. It was super windy last night, which means the skate park is 30% dry. Nope, not really. Nope. Quarter pipe, dry. Run up, nope. Nope. Flat bar, yes. Ledge, yes. Other ledge, yes. Ow, more dip than I can handle. For anyone who's wondering what I've been talking about in my last two videos, dip is just like how far you can put your Smiths down. And I have a tendency to kind of hug my wheel up on the top and they barely look like a Smith. So they still feel good, but they feel like they might be tightening up the tiniest bit and they're making the littlest bit of noise. Although, that could be the bushings too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch out to bones real quick and see if that makes any difference. They're quiet again, but there's a problem, and that's that the bones bottom bushings are shorter than the Thunder bottom bushings and the top bushings are taller than the top bushings. So I can't even engage my thread. Ow! Sometimes you gotta know when to fold them. That one's gonna have to be good enough because I ate it pretty good on those already. So this bushing and pivot cup combo is actually working pretty good now. So what I have is I've kept the washer on there. I've got a Bones bottom, a Thunder top, and then the washer on there. And that seems to have kept the geometry the same. They're still squeaking, so I'm sure it's the bushings now and not the pivot cups. But for all my regular filming stuff, it's gonna be totally fine because my wheels are noisier. No, phone. This one is hardly even spinning. That one's good. And that's a winter wheel. So anyways, again, guys, I want all your experiences with Riptide pivot cups in the comments, I think I'm gonna keep them in because they're good and they're making a lot less noise. So as long as I'm not stationary wobbling on my board, it's gonna be great for filming now. They feel good, so that's a good plus. Whether you think having less noise in your truck and having it feel a little squishier is worth $20 to you is a totally another question. But for me, it's worth it. I'm really enjoying these Thunders right now. It's gonna help extend the life of this deck. Because Thunders make your kicks feel steeper, you can get more life out of your board. Whereas with Indies, I need to have fresh boards on Indies. Even though that's the feel that I prefer, my decks just don't last me as long on Indies because they don't feel as good for as long. Anyways, I'm sure that was a whole lot of information, probably more than you could take in one video. But thanks for watching. It's been a while since I've done a truck nerd video. And as always, may your next session be your best session yet. Till next time, you guys. I gotta get back to work and my back hurts. Hey, what are all those things with the toilet paper upstairs?
My friends are sleeping.
What are all those things with the toilet paper upstairs?
My friends are sleeping with the toilet, and I'm pretending the toilet paper is a blanket.
Oh, okay.